Hey, welcome back to Beyond the Plot, where we dive deep into the hidden layers of your favorite films, games, and TV shows. Today, we've got a classic, Alien, but before we get into the bone-chilling terror that unfolds in space, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. If you've got a story you want to see us break down next, drop it in the comments. Game, movie, TV show, you name it, we'll explore it. Now, let's jump into the cold, dark vacuum of space and unravel the iconic film, Alien. Released in 1979 and directed by Ridley Scott, Alien is often hailed as a masterpiece of both science fiction and horror. From its claustrophobic atmosphere to its unforgettable creature design, this film has become a staple in both genres. It kicks off with a crew aboard the commercial spaceship Nostromo, receiving a mysterious distress signal from a desolate planet. At the heart of this film lies a simple yet terrifying question. What happens when humanity encounters something truly alien? The story begins as the Nostromo, a towing ship returning to Earth, is diverted to an unexplored moon after receiving what appears to be a distress signal. The crew of 7, Dallas, Kane, Ripley, Lambert, Brett, Ash, and Parker, are awakened from their cryosleep to investigate. It's clear from the get-go that this is a group of people just doing their job, and the film spends time building their relationships, adding to the believability of their situation. You've got Parker and Brett, the engineers who care more about their bonuses than anything else. Lambert, the anxious navigator. Ash, the science officer. And of course, Ripley, played by Sigourney Weaver, who becomes the hero of the story. As they land on the moon, it becomes clear that the environment is inhospitable. Acidic atmosphere, barren landscape. It's not a place anyone would want to hang out. But hey, duty calls. Dallas, Kane, and Lambert suit up to check out the source of the signal. What they find is unsettling. A massive, ancient alien spacecraft, seemingly abandoned. Inside the ship, they discover the fossilized remains of a huge alien creature with its chest burst open. It's a warning, but of course, they don't know that yet. Things go from bad to worse when Kane stumbles upon a room filled with large, leathery eggs. Kane, being the curious guy he is, leans in close to one of the eggs, which opens and reveals a creature that jumps out and attaches itself to his face. This is our introduction to the infamous facehugger. The crew manages to bring Kane back to the ship, but not without a tense debate. Ripley, showing her leadership instincts early on, refuses to let them back aboard due to quarantine protocol. But Ash, the science officer, disobeys orders and opens the hatch. If you're getting a bad vibe from Ash, you're not wrong, but we'll get to that later. With Kane unconscious and the facehugger latched to him, the crew tries to figure out how to remove the creature, but it's not that simple. The facehugger has acidic blood. When they try to cut it off, its blood eats through the ship's metal hull. The tension is palpable as the crew realizes they are dealing with something far more dangerous than they anticipated. But in a sudden turn of events, the creature detaches itself from Kane's face and seemingly dies. Kane wakes up, apparently fine, and everyone breathes a sigh of relief. They sit down for one final meal before going back into cryosleep. And then it happens, the infamous chestburster scene. As Kane starts choking and convulsing at the table, the crew can only watch in horror as a small, snake-like creature bursts from his chest, killing him instantly. It's one of the most shocking moments in film history, and it sets the tone for the rest of the movie. The creature scurries away into the bowels of the ship, and the real nightmare begins. From here, the film shifts into full horror mode. The crew splits up to hunt the creature, thinking it's still small and manageable. But of course they're wrong. The alien grows rapidly, evolving into the Xenomorph, a tall, terrifying, and nearly indestructible creature with a second set of jaws that can shoot out like a spear. This is where Alien excels. It plays on the fear of the unknown. The ship becomes a labyrinth of dark corridors, and the crew is hunted one by one, with the Xenomorph always lurking in the shadows. One of the first to go is Brett, who is ambushed in the ship's underbelly while searching for the crew's cat, Jonesy. His death is brutal, and the alien's full-grown form is revealed in all its horrifying glory. From here, the sense of paranoia intensifies. The crew realizes they are not just dealing with a creature, they're dealing with the perfect predator. Tensions rise as Parker and Lambert try to figure out a plan, and Dallas, the captain, takes it upon himself to try and flush the alien out of the air ducts. But the Xenomorph is always one step ahead. In a terrifying scene, Dallas is ambushed in the dark, and his death leaves the crew leaderless. It's up to Ripley now to take charge, and this is where her character truly shines. Ripley starts piecing together what's really going on. She discovers that Ash, the science officer, has been hiding something from the crew. Ash reveals that the company they work for had a secret directive to bring the alien back, regardless of the crew's safety. His cold, emotionless demeanor suddenly makes sense. He's an android, programmed to follow the company's orders. Ripley confronts him, but Ash attacks her, and it's only with the help of Parker that they manage to stop him. In a gruesome scene, Ash is decapitated, revealing his inner workings, full of milky fluid and wires. Before his systems shut down, he ominously tells them that they have no chance against the alien and that they're all going to die. With Ash out of the way, Ripley takes control and hatches a plan to blow up the ship and escape in the shuttle. But of course, things don't go smoothly. Lambert and Parker are killed in another horrific attack, leaving Ripley alone. With time running out, she races to prepare the shuttle for launch, but the Xenomorph isn't done with her yet. In the final, heart-pounding moments of the film, Ripley makes her way to the shuttle, but as she prepares to escape, she realizes the alien is aboard with her. This is the ultimate face-off. Armed with her quick thinking and determination, Ripley dons a spacesuit and uses the ship's airlock to blast the Xenomorph into space, finally defeating the creature. The film ends with Ripley, the sole survivor, drifting off into the vastness of space, hoping for rescue. But what makes Alien truly unforgettable is not just the plot, it's the atmosphere. The film builds tension slowly, using silence and darkness to create an overwhelming sense of dread. The alien itself, designed by H.R. Giger, is a nightmarish blend of organic and mechanical elements, embodying a primal fear of the unknown. It's a creature that operates purely on instinct, driven only to survive and kill. Ridley Scott's direction is also key to the film's success. The way he uses tight, confined spaces makes the Nostromo feel both vast and claustrophobic, trapping the characters in a place where escape is nearly impossible. The slow pacing of the first half of the film contrasts sharply with the fast, chaotic action of the second half, keeping the audience constantly on edge. Sigourney Weaver's portrayal of Ripley is iconic. She starts as just another crew member, but as the film progresses, she becomes the unlikely hero. Ripley isn't a superhero. She's just a person trying to survive, and that's what makes her so relatable. Her intelligence, resourcefulness, and courage make her one of the greatest heroines in film history. Thematically, Alien explores the dangers of corporate greed, as the crew is essentially sacrificed for the company's desire to obtain the alien as a biological weapon. The film also touches on the fear of bodily invasion and the horrors of birth, with the facehugger and chestburster scenes being particularly unsettling metaphors for these ideas. Ultimately, Alien is a film about survival. It strips away the comforts of technology and human ingenuity, leaving the characters and the audience facing a primal fear of the unknown. In space, no one can hear you scream, but Alien ensures that the echoes of its terror will linger long after the credits roll. So, that's the terrifying tale of Alien. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to Beyond the Plot for more deep dives into your favorite stories. What should we explore next? Another horror classic, a complex video game narrative, or maybe something from TV? You decide.